The Golden State Warriors and the Toronto Raptors. Hi, I'm Marv Alvin, along with the czar, Mike Fratello. Here are the player introductions.
Starting at center, Andres Viadrich. Starting at guard, Matt Barnes. Starting at forward, Steven Jackson. Starting at the other forward, Antawn Jamison. Starting at the other guard, Gilbert Arenas. The coach, Mike Montgomery.
Golden State gains control of the tip, and they look to get things started here.
They did a tremendous job of converting a difficult play. Great pass and finish on the alley-oop.
Taken away by Jamison. Sets it up. Barnes with the open look. Can't get the three from downtown. Ford elevates and shoots. Can't get it to fall from the baseline. Arenas in heavy traffic. Jumper doesn't go. He didn't get the block, but prevented the basket anyway.
That's just good hustle to narrow the gap between himself and the shooter. He made it difficult for the shooter to shoot his normal shot, and that threw him off.
Carter draws the foul and goes to the line for two. No good. Carter makes one of two. Arenas guarded by four. Ten on the shot clock. From the perimeter, good for three. Davis from up close. Jamison sends him to the line with a smart play.
He made sure the offensive player didn't score.
Davis is fouled on the shot and heads to the line to shoot two. Good on the first. Davis makes both free throws. Hits it for three.
Let's see that again from a different angle.
Setting it up on the left. From down low. Yes. Solid defensive play by four. Arenas right at the basket. Finger rolls, no good.
He read the offensive player perfectly.
That was a very impressive defensive play by Arenas. Lays it home. Arenas with the ball. Arenas is met by four. elevates. Misses the long two. He bothered the shooter enough to force the miss. We're seeing some nice defense by Ford. Carter crosses him over. A nice steal by Barnes. On the mark with that jumper. Converts even with the defender coming.
That is a tougher shot than it seems. Oftentimes when a man is running at you, you're worried about the contact. You're rushing your shot. A lot of things go through your head. He didn't let any of that distract him.
10 seconds to get a shot off. He shoots, misses the two. Too much of a size difference for him to make that shot.
Anytime a shooter has to change his shot, either hurry on the release or put a little more arc on it, it's going to affect his accuracy. We're seeing an example of that right there.
Arenas in traffic, able to finger roll. With the penetration, finger rolls it for two. Ford with the answer at the other end. Arenas from point-blank range. That was a disappointing play on the defensive end.
Where was the help? Someone should have rotated to cut off the penetration.
The Warriors are playing tight defense. Ford tries to answer at the other end. The Warriors taking their time and getting that extra touch.
Jamison saw an opening, cut to the basket, and made a spectacular play to complete the alley-oop.
Backs him down. Number 34. Tees it up, hits from the post. Ford challenged the three and made it difficult for the offensive player to connect.
Mark, that was an example of great perimeter defense.
Peterson at the basket gets two with the finger roll. We have a time.
Golden State.
Pachulia comes in for the first time tonight for the Warriors.
Zaza Pachulia.
Arenas tries from downtown. The three-pointer is good.
Defensive pressure caused that turnover.
Terrific man-to-man defense by Jamison. Arenas working from the middle. The Raptors playing airtight defense.
Raptors foul to number 24.
That's team foul number 1 on the Raptors.
Team foul number 1.
Jackson hits his first. He gets it to fall. It's good. He sets up on the right. The Raptors trying to find the open man. Peterson surrounded.
He is shooting 50% from the field. Jackson extended himself there to force him into the difficult shot.
Arenas from in close. Pulls in another rebound. He doesn't go for the fake. Ten seconds remaining on the shot clock. Finger rolls good. Number 34 backs him down from the post.
To number 27.
That's team foul number 3 on the Warriors. Makes the first. Number 34 gets them both. Antawn is coming off the bench for the Raptors. Arenas defended by 4. Jackson with the jump shot comes up empty.
Good interior defense will help win games.
That was a solid defensive play by Peterson. Jackson takes it away. But Julia working underneath.
That was an exceptional play. The offensive player cut to the hoop and did a nice job of finishing the alley-oop.
Swatted by Barnes.
They've been reading the defense well and finding their spots tonight. Their points have mostly come from that mid-range area.
Peterson with the change of direction hits the finger roll.
Peterson.
The 3 is off the mark. Jackson not able to answer at the other end. We're seeing some passing by Golden State. The reach-in committed by Carter. Personal foul number 1. Williams coming into the game off the bench for the Raptors.
Number 20, Alvin Williams.
Jackson made a quick move to get open for the alley-oop. Great job by his teammate to hit him with the pass.
He sets up on the left side.
Two minutes to go in the first quarter.
Clark from close range, able to finger roll. Williams gives his man lots of room. Clark denies him.
He knew exactly when to go for the block. Great anticipation.
Out of bounds, the officials say it's last touch by the Raptors. From downtown, it's good with 3 left on the clock. He was able to hit with a man in his face. A nice shot by Arenas. Williams handling. the low block. The two's no good. Grabs his first board of the game. Arenas at the rim. Finger rolls it for two. Setting it up. With the emphatic dunk. The Raptors are stifling their opponents tonight.
Arenas is showing some spectacular passing right now. The perfect delivery on that alley-oop.
About 45 seconds left in the quarter. Backing down. Clark with the notion to fire. The two's no good. Peterson with the pressure. Misses the two. They've switched the shot clock off. 12 seconds to play in the quarter. Clark is fouled by Jackson.
In the final 2 minutes.
Rims out. Clark missed them, but can't get the tip. Tips it in. Nicely done. Arenas bringing it up court. 5 left on the clock. Well, as the first quarter draws to a close, the Warriors lead by 16. They've played exceptionally well so far in this game.
There's still lots of time left. They can't afford to relax defensively.
Sets it up. 4 being played by Livingston. Ford with a nice assist.
What a delivery for the big finish. He's making it easy for his guys with those nice passes.
Pachulia with no room to breathe. Can't hit for 2. Lays it home.
Ford is doing a nice job of finding the open player for the assist.
Into the game.
Spot a timeout.
Number 15, Andres Dietrich.
Livingston setting it up on the left side. Completely handcuffed by number 34.
I'm very impressed by his defensive play. He's forcing the other team to miss shots.
From underneath, the dish off by 4.
He's showing us that he's not a selfish player. If you put yourself in a position to score, he'll find you with the assist.
Only 5 to get a shot off. Clock's at 3. Livingston fires. Doesn't get the long 2.
They should turn over. Nice defense that time, using his quick hands to take it away.
Lays it up for 2. They continue to show the touch offensively.
Another nice basket. They've hit a couple in a row.
They work it around, trying to find the open shot. Misfires from 3.
Ford was able to contest that shot and force the miss. We're seeing some nice defense from him right now.
Carter with a lot of room gets it to fall from the perimeter.
The Raptors are looking very active on the offensive end. The momentum is on their side.
Brings it up court. That's a backcourt violation.
Players without the ball have to do a better job of helping out and relieving the pressure.
Nobody able to come up with that loose ball. From the paint, comes up empty. Iguodala tries to answer at the other end. Carter with the jumper, the assist by 4.
He comes up with another assist. He has really done a nice job of keeping his teammates involved tonight.
He changes direction. Iguodala with defenders all over him.
Number 34
Commits the foul, his first.
Number 1.
It's good. Two for 2. Layup's good. The Raptors able to really get things going this quarter to close within a basket. Livingston looking to hit.
Livingston is a non-factor right now. He hasn't been able to hit from the floor.
Defended hard by Livingston, lays it in.
Ford is showing us a prime example of how to contribute without scoring. He's the playmaker right now, setting his teammates up with some well-placed passes for the assist.
From downtown. He doesn't get the bucket. He had to get it off.
This team is doing the right things on defense.
The shooter was pressured into a tough three-pointer by 4.
Number 34.
Pulls up, hits the 2.
Golden State is having a hard time slowing down the other team offensively.
They need to get a defensive stop to avoid getting discouraged. He sets up on the right.
Help.
10 seconds showing on the shot clock. Iguodala getting inside position. The delivery by Dunleavy.
Mike Dunleavy.
Ford is really seeing the court well tonight. He's doing a great job of setting up his teammates.
setting it up on the right. Turnaround, no good. Iguodala not able to respond at the other end. Dunleavy with the sound defense. The two's no good. Dunleavy releasing. The two's no good.
The Raptors are doing.
We have a whistle, and a timeout is called by... Barnes substitutes back in for the Warriors.
Number 22.
Barnes sends it back. Loose ball, last touch by the Warriors. Clock's at 4, 3 to shoot. Murray with 2 left, hits for 2. He sets up on the right. The shot erased by Davis.
His timing was perfect. That was a spectacular block.
That should
He forces the turnover. The active hands coming up the strip.
puts it up from the perimeter. The three doesn't go. Arenas with a tight-fisted defensive stand.
Defensive foul
with the foul. That's his second personal, first team foul.
Into the game for Golden State, number 33, Antawn Jamison.
5 on the shot clock. Shot clock showing 4. Gets it off. Barnes with the good pressure. Can't make the long two.
That was a solid defensive effort, but they allowed the other team a second chance.
Only 5 left on the shot clock. Davis pulling up from downtown. Toronto is doing a stellar job right now rebounding at the offensive end.
The other team is not being aggressive enough right now on defense.
Coming up, right.
Drains the three.
Here's that play one more time.
Barnes sets it up on the right side. The rejection. Davis stepped out of bounds. Pachulia is checking in off the bench for the Warriors.
Zaza Pachulia.
He tees it up, rings it from the baseline. Murray, closely guarded, misses the two.
Pachulia, nice job of denying the open look to force the miss.
Jackson beats him with the crossover. The Raptors to whistle for the defensive 3-second violation.
He should have known he was in there too long.
Well, the officials are watching things closely inside. Jamison with the delivery. Davis on the left side. The ball being worked around by Toronto. Murray shooting. The Raptors have a 4-point lead. Arenas from up close. Finger rolls it for 2. Is all over his man. Davis starting long distance. The 3 is off the mark. They control the rebound.
This team does such a good job of positioning themselves. It's no coincidence they're the ones controlling the glass at their own end of the floor.
Murray sends it back. He stepped out of bounds. Able to finger roll.
Mark, let's watch that one again.
Setting it up. Davis bothered by Barnes. The Raptors open up a 3-point advantage. Brings it up court, setting it up on the left. It doesn't go.
Willis used his size to take away the clean look and forced him into that miss.
Williams, played by Arenas. Arenas giving him a lot of room. He's playing him for the drive. 2 to shoot. 1 to shoot. Williams has to shoot off the mark. 14 left to play in the quarter. He sets up on the right. Hits from the perimeter.
For 3.
5 seconds left in the quarter. Williams lets it go from the perimeter.
Williams for 3.
So the second quarter comes to a close. The Raptors lead by 3.
This comeback has them playing with confidence and looking to build up a lead of their own. Look for them to carry this momentum through the break and come out firing at the start of the third.
Here are the key players at the half. Barnes right up on his man. off the mark from the post. Terrific defensive stop down low by Jamison. Todd, you know the reason why Arenas wears the number 0?
Marv, you're testing me here. He wears that number because that's how many minutes his detractors said he would play in his college career. He's been proving them wrong all the way to the NBA.
Arenas sinks them both. The Raptors passing the ball around the court. From down low, can't hit for 2. Barnes rises up, comes up empty. He elevates for it. Setting it up on the right. He crosses over at the basket. Gets
Gilbert
2
Arenas
with the finger roll. Advances up court. Davis gives him no room. The 3 doesn't go.
That was an impressive defensive play. He made sure the shooter didn't get an open look at a 3.
Pachulia is whistled for the foul, his second personal.
That's his second personal. Team foul number 1.
Jamison is fouled and it'll be charged to Davis. Guarded closely by Williams. 10 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Barnes, little room to move. Pachulia with the foul. That's his third personal, second team foul.
That's his third personal, team foul number 2.
Davis with the shot.
He is shooting 37% from the field.
Fires from downtown. Can't find the hole.
Toronto continues to do a very good job of crashing the boards at the defensive end.
Davis covered by Barnes. Pulling up. Misses the long 2. He gets his hands on the miss. Guarded loosely at the perimeter by Williams. Jackson stepped on the line. Barnes making a defensive statement. Jackson with 3 to shoot.
Arenas with a beautiful alley-oop. They made eye contact, and he delivered it perfectly.
He puts it up. The 2's no good. Jamison is on it. Brings it up court. That's a matchup in his favor.
Look for him to go at his defender and try to get some points.
Jamison unguarded. Arenas with the helper. He's picked the defense apart with his passing tonight.
Well, Marv, he has that knack for getting the ball to his teammates where they can do something with it. It just seems natural for him, and that's why he's such a great playmaker.
Into the game for the Raptors, number 11, TJ Warren.
10 seconds to get a shot off. Arenas right at the basket. Davis with the ball. Knocked away by Arenas. Out of bounds on the loose ball. Carter returning to play for the Raptors. Ford setting up down low. Can't get it to fall. Ten to put it up. Tight defense by 4. Arenas from point-blank range.
Murray recognized that he had to foul him to stop the basket.
He made a smart play, Czar. Now the other team will have to earn 2 points from the line. Arenas makes both free throws. Peterson re-enters the game for the Raptors.
24, Morris Peterson.
Barnes with a nice block. Carter tries the jumper. The two's no good. He collects the rebound. Setting it up on the left. They are sharing the ball on the offensive end. Jackson with the jump shot. Peterson with the foul. That's his second personal, third team foul. Jackson makes his first. He hits both.
Number 34
returns to the floor for the Raptors. Carter at the basket.
Golden State foul to number 22, Matt Barnes.
Carter was hit on the attempt and is sent to the line. First shot is good. Carter gets them both. From the post.
Let's get another look at that play.
Antonio Davis. That's his first personal team foul. Number 4, the Raptors.
Jamison is fouled and it'll be charged to Davis. Davis left his feet and got himself in trouble that time.
He fought on the pump fake, and once he was in the air, there was little he could do to avoid the contact.
He makes them both. Arenas practically hugging his man defensively. Backs him down. A second. Beats the clock. Hits it with no time left on the shot clock. Timeout is called.
Golden State.
Almost an inspired new lineup coming in for the Warriors. Livingston with the notion to fire, misses the two. The Raptors pass it around, looking for a hole.
Interception. Beautiful play. He saw that pass all the way and stole it.
Can't hit for two. He brings it down. He doesn't bite on the fake. Comes up empty. Pachulia with the defensive board. Livingston bringing it up court. Livingston picked up by 4. 10 seconds showing on the shot clock. Livingston being guarded closely. He sets up on the left side. Hits the finger roll. Iguodala with a hurried shot. The turnover caused by Pachulia. The other team is having a difficult time handling the pressure.
They're forcing them to turn the ball over and make bad decisions.
Livingston tees it up. Livingston is fouled, and he's being sent to the line.
Number 5.
He gets it to 4.
Now in the penalty.
Two for 2.
The Raptors able to score on that possession. They'll be looking for that mismatch again.
Livingston guarded by 4. 10 on the shot clock. Off the mark with the turnaround. He gets another rebound. Here's Peterson. No good. Up for the board. He has the height advantage in this matchup.
With his size, once he squares up, it's probably a done deal.
With the shot, Dunleavy contested by Davis. He doesn't go for the fake. Here's Livingston. Livingston is fouled on the shot, and he is sent to the line. It drops. Livingston sinks them both. Setting it up on the right. Murphy hurt on the play.
Defensive foul to number 3, Troy Murphy.
Not sure if it's his hand or his arm, but it was definitely his right side that got hurt. The only bright side to his injury is that he's a complimentary player. And this is a team which has...
Jamison returns to the action for the Warriors.
Number 33, Antawn Jamison.
4 missed. The tip comes back out.
In the third quarter.
Peterson stays on his feet with the jumper. A long 2 doesn't go. 4 comes away with his third rebound. Sent away by Dunleavy. A strong finish. Sean Livingston. Achulia gets the worst of that get-together, and he definitely looks hurt.
That's his 4th personal team foul. Number 5, the Warriors are now in the
Hard to tell which part of the arm got hurt, but it's the right arm. He's a nice player for this team. Luckily, this team has other nice players on their bench that can take his place while he's out.
Doesn't fall. The Warriors will make a substitution to try and keep the momentum going. He hits 1 of 2 from the line. Williams entering the game for the Raptors. Claxton working from the middle. Ten seconds remaining on the shot clock. Finger roll doesn't drop. Here's Carter.
To number 4,
Roach commits the foul, his
shooting
first.
2 for the Toronto Raptors.
He gets it to fall.
Vince Carter.
Carter makes both free throws. Ball's passed around by the Warriors. Dunleavy with the jumper. The Warriors open up a double-digit advantage. Bodied up by Claxton. Puts it up from downtown.
To number 9,
Williams is fouled and will be charged to Iguodala. Misses his first. No good. Shooting just 1 of 3 from the stripe. Clark checks into the action off the bench for the Raptors. The shot clock is off as they play this out. Pachulia will not return to action. They have determined that he has suffered an injury to his arm, and they do not want to risk further damage. Down to 5 in the quarter. Iguodala elevates. So after 3, the Warriors lead by 9.
They can't afford to relax, Marv. This is still a close game.
It won't be easy to protect the lead down the stretch. Murphy is able to return to action.
This is a bit of a surprise. The status report we received earlier definitely indicated he had injured himself. We'll have to keep an eye on him to see how much of an impact he can make while playing injured.
Beatrice looking to hit.
Beatrice is having an off night. He's below 20%.
The two's no good. The tip doesn't fall. Clark able to reach for it. Patience being shown by the Raptors.
Number 34.
Out of the crowd, good from the paint. They had the right idea with the double team.
If they'd been a little quicker, they may have prevented the basket.
With the pull-up, yes! The Raptors did not look very organized defensively on that possession.
A defensive rotation could have prevented that basket.
Four left on the clock from the low block. On the mark with that jumper.
You can sense it here. This team is trying to come back.
The defense needs to find a way to contain him if they're going to hold off this team.
Raptors foul to number 7, Keon
Clark with the foul. That's his first personal, first team foul. It's good. He makes them both. Jackson heading back in for the Warriors.
Number 1, Steven Jackson.
Williams sets it up near the top.
Number 34
puts it up.
Andres Beatrice. That's his first personal team foul. Number 1.
Beatrice with the foul. That's his first personal, first team foul. Good on the first.
Number 34
gets them both. Jamison steps back on the floor for the Warriors.
Antawn Jamison.
Carter challenges the shot, drains it from downtown. Williams is met by Claxton. It doesn't go. He gets them the rebound.
Number 34
Knocks it away. Out of bounds. The loose ball last touched by the Raptors. Claxton with the penetration. He elevates. The two's no good.
Number 34
Able to pull it down. Advances up court. Clocks at 3. Misses the two. Barnes is looking very active right now defensively.
He knew there wasn't much time left on the 24 and kept up the pressure to force that miss.
Here's Jamison. The layup doesn't go.
The Raptors are still very focused on getting every rebound at the defensive end.
They've continued to be very active on the glass in this contest.
Number 34
Not a lot of space. Team foul number 2 picked up by the Warriors.
Team foul number 2
Makes the first. He hits both. Puts down the one-hander. He shoots. Counted for two.
Carter able to avoid the block to drain that shot. What a play.
Brings it up court. Setting it up on the left. Barnes in traffic. The Warriors unable to respond at the other end.
Number 34 has been a force so far in this game on the defensive.
Williams defended by Claxton. He's got this mismatch in his favor.
Look for him to use his height to get the best of his defender.
Three on the clock. Number 34 on the pull-up. He is doing a fantastic job on the defensive end, Czar.
He hasn't shied away from the physical play, and he's been able to come away with the missed shots.
He drains it.
Jackson gets the bucket with the defense right in his face. What a shot.
He won't be denied. Jackson fires, hits the two. Launches from the perimeter. The three doesn't go.
Jamison is in double digits for defensive rebounds. He's been very active out there today.
Finger rolls good. Carter with his foot over the line. Livingston is now checking in for the Warriors. Livingston from in close. It doesn't drop for him. He got hit on that play, made the adjustment to get it off, and it just did not fall. Jackson contests the shot, able to hit from downtown. He sets up on the left side. He puts it up. Barnes challenged by Carter.
Number 34 is crashing the boards and making sure the other team doesn't get any second chances.
Toronto.
Both sides make a change in personnel.
Troy Murphy into the game for Golden State. Number 33, Antawn Jamison.
Arenas steps back to deny any attempt to bring the ball inside.
They tried for an alley-oop, but came away empty-handed. It may have been mistimed a little bit on that play.
Can't hit for it's tipped home. Barnes Jamison blocks it. Timeout
for Golden State.
The Warriors clearly have the momentum in their favor, but are going to make a change anyway. Livingston handling. He tees it up. Beatrice bothered by Endai. No good from the right of the circle. Four to shoot. Sean Livingston flushes it down. Enjoy from close range, able to finger roll. Sets it up. Peterson doesn't take the fake. Some tight pressure being applied by the defender. Jumper's good. Davis with the shot, yes, and he's headed to the line for a three-point play opportunity.
Number 11, TJ Ford. To the line for one, Antonio Davis.
Davis could not get it to go for a three-point play. Only 5 to get a shot off. 1 to shoot. The 2's no good. Carter surrounded. Gets 2 with the finger roll. Livingston with possession.
To number 24.
The defensive foul committed by Peterson. That's his third personal. Livingston sinks it from the line. Number 34 checks back into the game for the Raptors. Livingston sinks them both.
Right here.
2 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter.
Number 34. 5 showing on the clock. What a look. Carter with the block. His foot was over the line. Barnes coming back in for the Warriors. He sets up on the right. Pulling up, 2 to shoot. Hits for 2. Peterson with 2 on the clock. Can't get it to go. He had to rush it. A great steal by Peterson. No shot clock now as time winds down. Setting it up on the right. Davis rises up. The 2's no good. Brings in another rebound. The clock's run out.
The Raptors just weren't able to take this game over, and they end up with the loss.
There's no question they were struggling a bit tonight. Here's tonight's player of the game. Here are the stats for tonight's game.